In the fall of 1978, around 50 students tried out for the varsity basketball team at Laney High School in Wilmington, North Carolina. There were only 15 places on the roster. When the results were posted, he did not find his name among the varsity players. His friend and classmate Leroy Smith did make the team. Leroy was much taller and, at that moment, fit what the coaches needed better. He was placed on the junior varsity team. He had not been thrown out of basketball, and no one had told him that he had no future in the sport. He simply had not made the varsity roster. But to a 15-year-old who had gone through the same tryout as his friend, the difference probably did not feel very important. He went home, shut himself in his room, and cried. He later described the experience as humiliating. What hurt most was that Leroy had made the team, and he had not. To understand why an ordinary coaching decision affected him so deeply, we need to go back a little further. As a child, basketball was not his only sport. He also played football and baseball, and for a long time, baseball was just as important to him. His father built a small basketball court beside the family home. That was where he often played against his older brother, Larry. Larry was shorter, but he was older, stronger, and more experienced. He won often, and his younger brother did not handle losing well. If he lost one game, he wanted another. If he lost again, he asked to play one more. That rivalry began long before school tryouts and professional sports. At the time, his main opponent was not a famous athlete or a player from another team. It was his own older brother. By high school, he was taking basketball seriously, but he still did not have the physical qualities that made him stand out immediately. At the time of the tryout, he was around 5 feet 10 or 11 inches tall, roughly 1 meter 80, and he still could not dunk. Students his age rarely made varsity in those years, but Laney's coaches needed more height, so they decided to take one younger player. Leroy Smith was about 6 feet 7 inches tall, more than 2 meters, so Leroy got the place. The decision was later turned into a legend about coaches who failed to recognize a future genius. The reality was simpler. The team needed a tall player, and Leroy suited that role better. The player whose name was missing from the varsity list joined the junior varsity team instead. He did not sit on the bench or disappear from basketball. He played, and in some games he scored around 40 points. But near the end of the season, something else happened that stayed with him for years. Laney's varsity team reached the state playoffs. After a strong season with junior varsity, he hoped the coaches might promote him for the most important games. They did not. He attended one of those games only because he had been asked to bring another player's uniform to the gym. He then sat at the end of the bench and handed out towels. His parents were in the stands. When they saw him carrying a uniform, they first assumed he was going to play. Once they realized that he was not part of the team and was effectively helping as a manager, he saw how disappointed they looked. He was so bitter that he secretly wanted the opposing team to win. That detail matters because, at the time, he did not behave like the polished hero of a motivational story. He did not calmly accept the coach's decision. He did not immediately see it as a useful lesson, and he did not thank anyone for giving him a reason to improve. He was angry, embarrassed, and jealous of the player who had been chosen instead of him. But he kept working on his game that summer. He did not need to think about professional basketball, championships, or worldwide fame. His goal was much closer and much more specific. The next time the roster was posted, he wanted to be on it. Over the following year, he grew noticeably taller. His game changed as well. The next season, he made varsity. He spent 2 years on Laney's main team. By his senior season, he had become one of the best high school players in North Carolina and was selected as a McDonald's All-American. After high school, he enrolled at the University of North Carolina. Once again, he entered a team where he was not yet the central figure. There were older, more established players, and Coach Dean Smith expected discipline and team basketball from his freshmen. But on March 29, 1982, The ball came to that freshman in the most important moment of the season. North Carolina was playing Georgetown in the NCAA championship game. Late in the game, his team trailed 62-61. After receiving the pass, he took a jump shot from roughly 17 feet. The ball went through the basket. North Carolina moved ahead and won the championship. About 4 years had passed since his name was left off the varsity roster at Laney High School. 2 years later, he was selected 3rd overall in the NBA draft. But let us return to the fall of 1978. Around 50 students had tried out. There were only 15 places on the varsity team. The coaches needed height, so they chose the 6'7" Leroy Smith. His friend remained on junior varsity and later spent a playoff game sitting at the end of the bench, handing towels to the players on the team he had failed to make. The following year, his name was on the roster. A few years later, he became an NCAA champion. He would go on to win 6 NBA championships, earn 6 Finals MVP awards, and be named the league's most valuable player 5 times. That boy's name was Michael Jordan. In 1978, there was not enough room for his name on one high school roster. Later, no list of the world's greatest basketball players could be written without it.